morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Big news coming out of Lloyd's, not unexpected entirely, but the corporation announced that its Director of Performance Management, Tom Bolt, is going to step down mid-year next year. He's been in the position for almost 7 years. Bolt said he had decided to hand over the reins and explore new opportunities. He said, working at Lloyd's has been the highlight of my career, and the decision to leave was a difficult one. During his tenure there, he spearheaded the introduction of a minimum standard framework for Lloyd's managing agents, delivered the claims transformation program that boosted the speed of claims payments, and oversaw significant improvements that have underpinned growth in delegated authority distribution networks. He also, of course, managed to whip the organization into shape to meet the oncoming Solvency II standards. When he took over the role from Ralph Tolley 7.5 years ago, Lloyd's had 84 syndicates writing just under £22 billion in gross premiums. By 2014, they were up to 94 syndicates with about £25 billion. This is in a time of very soft premium. Bolt has done a very good job, and he will be sorely missed. In California yesterday, there was another mass shooting incident. It was the 355th in the United States this year. The other day, Republican candidate Ted Cruz said that studies show that violent criminals in the United States are usually Democrats. It's unknown what the party affiliations of the two deceased perpetrators are, but we'll try to find that out. Two gun-wielding assailants opened fire on a holiday party for county employees in San Bernardino, California, in the suburbs of Los Angeles, killing 14 people. They then managed to escape. Then there was a 4-hour search that had the whole community in lockdown as police chased these people and finally found them on a freeway. And a gun battle then erupted, which ended up in the deaths of both of the assailants. Apparently what happened is the male assailant, it was a man and woman, rumored to be husband and wife with a 6-month-old daughter, believe it or not, who was not present at the scene. The man apparently was a county environmental inspector in San Bernardino County. He went to a holiday party at a facility. He became very angry there and left, and then returned several hours later with his wife, a 27-year-old, both dressed in camouflage fatigues, carrying long weapons, and then opened fire, killing 14 people. As I said, it's unknown whether they're Democrats or Republicans. It's also unknown whether it's a terror incident or not. Rescue operations continue in Chennai in India today. 269 people have drowned or been killed as a result of the floods. Prime Minister Modi of India traveled to the area today. Authorities say that it would not be an exaggeration to say that Chennai has become an island, as it has been cut off from all national and state highways. Rain began falling in Tamil Nadu state on November 12th. Yesterday, 14 inches of rain fell in Chennai alone. The airport, the state government, schools, work, everything is closed and will be closed for the foreseeable future. Officials are blaming the unusually heavy rainfall for disaster, but environmentalists are saying that this is what happens when you build urban sprawl on floodplains. They said, we have forgotten the art of drainage. We only see land for buildings, not for water. Yesterday, we reported on the crash of the Airbus A320 in Indonesia in December of last year. The report was issued by the Indonesian Air Safety Agency, saying that there was a difficulty with the training of the pilot to respond to a malfunctioning rudder. It's now come out today that the French government, which was involved because it was an Airbus manufactured in France, had tried to include harder-hitting statements, which were deleted by the Indonesian authorities. The tougher language would have more explicitly identified pilot error and highlighted systemic maintenance lapses in the accident, which killed all 162 people on board. Investigators from the French Air Investigation Agency wanted to include language indicating that the cockpit crew's mishandling of Air Asia Flight 8501 resulted in the deadly stall. Their conclusion was that the autopilot disconnected and the plane's nose ended up at a dangerously high angle due to, quote, inadequate pilot training. The Indonesians softened this to say that the co-pilot was startled, and then the captain gave, quote, an ambiguous command. French experts also proposed language emphasizing that the low-cost carrier performed inadequate maintenance actions on a suspected rudder control system. By contrast, the Indonesians indicate that automated fault warnings were corrected each time they popped up, but none of the issues met the, quote, repetitive defect definition. The defect occurred 23 times in the past year. Oil prices continue to rise today. The reason is that there's a rumor floating around Vienna that the Saudis are going to propose a 1 million barrel per day production cut for sometime in mid-2016. The price of oil has gone up about 2.5% on trading in global markets. However, the Saudis are saying that the report is baseless. They do say that a cut would only go ahead if non-OPEC members such as Russia, Mexico, Oman, and Kazakhstan manage to commit to joint action. That's unlikely to happen. The Russians are in desperate need of money, as are OPEC members such as Iraq and Iran, both of which have indicated they're going to continue to pump. As a result, observers are saying that the Saudis are going to be faced with no choice but to continue to pump to meet market share. Well, you'd think these FIFA officials would finally get the message, but apparently they don't. The Swiss this morning announced the arrest of 2 FIFA officials at the request of U.S. government authorities in an ever-widening bribery case. The arrests this morning were at, once again, the luxury Bauer Olac Hotel in downtown Zurich. Yes, that's the same hotel where all the FIFA executives were arrested in May, the exact same hotel. The ministry said that the 2 men who were arrested are suspected of accepting bribes of millions of dollars linked for marketing rights for football tournaments in Latin America and World Cup qualifying matches. Suspended FIFA President Sepp Blatter faces criminal investigation in Switzerland over a $2 million payment from FIFA to people involved in the World Cup activities. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.